Dispelling any doubts early about injury problems for Kerrod. Good 15-metre gain. Langer pushes it on for Saylor. Saylor takes on the defence and wrapped up. 25 metres out from the line, Bradley Clyde the tackler. Kerrod Walters, blindside play now for Madison. He runs away from Stewart, wrapped up by Hetherington. But the Broncos are making good ground in this set of 6. A floating pass for Langer on the last. He kicks high. Mullins stands his ground, misses. Saylor, Langer. The Brisbane side have the first try of the match. Langer as he forced it. Kelvin Jeffs awards the try, and the Broncos lead by 4 points to 0.
Well, that was absolutely brilliant from Steve Renouf, catching the ball and getting it away in the one motion, almost taking it out of the arms of Brent Mullins. We thought they might have kicked for Noah Nandruku, but Langer's gone straight down the centre of the field. Renouf caught the ball, found Langer backing up, and the first 4-pointer, the first time they've been down this end of the field.
Agus was taken centre field in that tackle from Darren Smith. This team's really fired up. And why not? The first weekend of finals football in '95. We've had 2 terrific contests so far, and this one already looks the goods as Daly plants it over the top for Wiki. Wiki 40 out for Nandruku. Tries to stand up O'Neill, and he is lifted up and slammed. An assist from Steve Renouf. The Raiders stay on the attack with Stewart. Keeps it going now for Daly. Daly steps infield. He's only 10 metres out. It came off a Broncos hand, and Jeffs has ruled a knock on. The Broncos, Kerrod Walters to Langer. Lazarus turns his back on the defence, then for Kevin Walters, wrapped up ball and all.
Oh, great tackle, Jason Croker, snuffed out a dangerous situation.
Langer puts Can almost through the gap. Daly fell off the tackle. He's running out of the line, Laurie Daly. That was almost fateful that time. Can, 5 metres out, last tackle for Brisbane. Langer this time goes for a field goal, hits the post, comes back the way of the second rower, Alan Can, and he has scored, although Jeffs has to rule the penalty for offside in front of the kicker.
Well, Kelvin Jeffs, I thought for a moment was going to rule a try. Alan Can was a good 5 metres in front of Alan Langer when the kick came. Hitting the post doesn't matter. That doesn't put anyone on side.
Late flurry now from the Canberra side. They trail by 6. A lot of the players been against them in this first half. It's a pretty good line dropout. Mullins finds DeVico.
DeVico in 26, tackled 30 metres out from the line. The 2 teams showing the form of what they've displayed heading into the finals. Canberra winning their last 7, the Broncos their last 6. Clyde just outside the 20. Steve Walters, a dummy and a run from dummy half into Brett Green. And Canberra now 15 out from the line. And 7 minutes remaining before half-time. Daly inside that time for Ferner. Quick hands for Mullins. It opens up for the fullback. 5 out from the line. Unloads for Wesley. Wesley will have a go himself and carries it almost over the try line. Canberra stringing the passes together. Then from dummy half, they've got to try to Steve Walters. Jeffs will award it. Well, they've had so much passing, it's ironic that a dummy half play gets them a 4-pointer.
And Steve Walters, the man diving across after great work from David Wesley. The speed of the play, the ball was something else.
Canberra 20 metres out from the Brisbane line. Walters for Stewart. Here comes the field goal, the extra point. It's a low kick, but it gets the extra point. It only cleared the crossbar by centimetres, but it could be a vital point in this quarter-final. 7 points to 6.
I think it's a ploy too from Tim Sheens to kick into that left-hand corner. Willie Kahn so far in the game has had to hit the ball up 10 times. It's a lot of work for a winger. Now the Broncos really haven't made a lot of yards, not even at the 40-metre line. Well picked up from O'Neill, and he's got a very good kick away.
That's great work from the fullback. The pass from Walters was a bad one, and O'Neill made something of it first to take it. Then a great kick as Mullins around the outside of Renouf. Out sprints Hancock. Hancock sticks to him, then the offload, and tackled is DeVico, 5 short of halfway. Well, we've just seen 2 fullbacks come up with entirely different bits of work, but both were excellent as Clyde is sent on his way. Over the 20 for the corner, they're not going to get him. Clyde scores for the Raiders. A 50-metre run to the try line, and the Raiders have their second try, and it's 11 points to 6.
But make no mistake about it, it was set up by Brett Mullins. The run from Mullins, getting around Renouf, a good play of the ball, and Laurie Daly, he got into first receiver very quickly. As we freeze play here, you can see Alan Langer was actually forced to come across. That opened up the hole up the middle. They just didn't have the numbers as play continues on. And Brad Clyde, a good turn of speed, just too far to cover for the Brisbane cover defence. Mullins made the break, a good play of the ball, and Daly just opened up the hole. And It'll look beautiful from front on once again.
Well, I don't know if this is a communication problem with Langer and Willie Kahn, but Alfie Langer took off behind Kahn and just left a huge hole for Bradley Clyde to run in, who didn't have a man to beat. Just a nice ball from Daly.
They haven't been that disorganised in attack with his parting, but the kicking game has been ordinary. The last 3 kicks have really been very, very inept ones and easy ones for the Raiders to clean up. Steve Waller's out of dummy half again. He's having a wow of a game.
With 2 hit-ups, 2 of the world's best, Daly and Walters. Consecutive tackle, Stewart, Clyde. There's the left foot kick from Clyde. Nagus will get there first. Will he get the bounce? Takes it on the toe. O'Neill covers it up. Can he get into the field of play? He won't pass. He's trapped. We're 3/4 of the way through this 3rd quarter final. Canberra, Stewart, Daly. Thought about the run around. The defence came up quickly on Daly and made a good tackle. It did, however, take 3, but the main pressure applied by Kevin Walters as Ferner. That little step off the left when he got to the line. Kerrod Walters made the tackle. 5th for Canberra. Back for Ricky Stewart. Will they kick for Hancock? Swing. He'll take another point. Ricky Stewart adds another one to the Canberra tally. 5 out from the Broncos line, and they're in a bit of trouble. Stewart. Hetherington ran a decoy. Ferner goes himself and is tackled back to that 5-metre mark. Lazarus was there with Green. Stewart. Cut-out ball for Daly. Inside there for Wesley. Wesley back inside for Clyde.
Tackle.
Almost gets his second try, and it took a real try-saver to stop him. Deep at dummy half. It comes back for Lomax. Now there's trouble for Croker. Croker goes for the corner. Almost taken over the sideline. He's able to stay in the field of play, and now over. Clyde, in the last few hit-ups of the match. Deep. Ferner. That step again. Taken in the tackle of Lockyer. Hetherington came spinning over the top. Steve Walters from dummy half. He's got 1 try for the night, almost a second. He's tackled 5 out from the line.
Still be going for the field goal in the last play, if there is time for it.
Inside the last 5 seconds, the hooter sound. Stewart wants another one. Came off a Broncos leg. Back for Hancock, so it's not over yet. This would be a miracle. Hancock, up the centre he goes. Stewart away, and now it's over. And what an incredible match of football. Finals football is alive.
Oh, I don't think you get a much better game than that. I know it's pretty hard to play in for the old fellas. I was glad to have a rest there halfway through the second half, but it was a great game. I just hope we don't have to play them again in 2 weeks' time.